We welcome Professor Neeraj Kumar, who's a Senior Professor and Dean, Development Management Institute, Patna, and he also served Premier Institute like XIMB Bhubaneswar, IIFM Bhopal, and he is going to share his views about effective marketing during and after pandemic, 5 mantras.
Thank you, Ramda. Thank you very much. First of all, congratulations to you, BAU, and your entire team for organizing such a wonderful webinar. And I feel happy and privileged amongst all of you. That's all. Now, very simple. The time is limited, and I have only 5 mantras to share. But before that I go, I must tell you that why such 5 mantras have become important today, and why it is different than the different marketing activity which we were taking earlier, different marketing focus which we had earlier. Why has it changed in the last 3, 4, 5 months? What has happened over there? The answer lies very well, and everyone talks about is that COVID-19 pandemic. And because of that, a lot of migration has happened, and our own state is bearing the brunt of such migration. But what has happened? Now I will quickly go that has it affected the common customer? Has it affected the common buyer? And has it affected a common consumers like us? The answer lies in yes. An answer lies in a very strong yes over there. So as a teacher, what I will do is that we will learn a lesson from the practitioners. So just Rajkumar just spoke, I will start that. What is the first thing which change has among the consumers now? Sir has rightly said when he was answering that suddenly the importance for the component of value for money has increased. So the same person who was just spending 100 rupees on buying anything now and used to suppose to spend 2 seconds to decide, now he's just spending 2.5 seconds to decide, and his value for that 100 rupees has increased by, probably it has become equal to what would have been 150 rupees earlier before pandemic. So that's the one. And the second important point is, a very important point is safety, which is the last, since our last so many years, we have taken the system, our health, our market, our product, everything which comes in the market for the consumption, we have taken it as a granted. We have thought it's safe, and the market is going to take care of it, and we don't have to think it. But this COVID-19 has made a big psychological change in all the consumers. And suddenly every consumer has started thinking that no, we have to be careful. And everybody has started looking for the safety. Safety for himself, his life, safety for his family members, and the safety for his surrounding. So the safety and the value for the money is a 2 important change which has come because of the COVID. What are the other change which has come in the market, and why we are talking that the mantra has changed? Now, suddenly the local products has become important. And we will come later on that why local products have become important. Not only local, I personally experienced that the people tried to dump some of the big sellers like Big Bazaar, and they started going from buying from local kirana shop. They stopped purchasing packed paneer, and they started there asking own goala wala, aap mujhe de do. So the local had suddenly become an important over their edge. Now, another very interesting thing which has happened, and I call it as a CSR, but it is not a corporate social responsibility. I call it as a consumer social responsibility. Consumers have become a very responsible now. Now they are evaluating what companies are doing. Kaun company kya kar raha hai? Are they really communicating just to make money, or the companies have become socially responsible? They have started evaluating companies, and any communication which is coming from the companies very well. And if it does not fit into, when they say that they are not taking care of the concern of the customers, then the customers are taking action. I should say that the consumers can take action against the company by simply stopping the buying of their product. That is what the take edge. And another off late what has happened is, and this is a very good time for the government. Suddenly the government has become a very important source of information. So anybody can say any COVID-19 number and the number of deaths which is going to happen, but you have started believing on what the government is going to say. the government agencies, NGOs. Now such agencies have got their established credibility reinforced. So I'm not saying their credibility are questions, but their credibility has suddenly gone. Now, all these things together can change the market. So for the budding entrepreneurs, what should they do now? And in the time when the pandemic is already on, the number of deaths are going every day. Today, the newspaper reported that we had the highest number of deaths and infection on yesterday. So what I as a marketer, I as a seller should do, and I'm working at a small level, I'm a small entrepreneur, or I want to turn out to be an entrepreneur. Can I turn out to be an entrepreneur at this point of time when in a difficult situation? The answer is yes. And my answer is big yes. You can certainly turn out to be such a speaker at edge. Now, what should I do? Now, what should I do probably? This is something, there are 5 mantras I'm going to tell you over there at edge. So anyway, I just wanted to share my screen, but probably by mistake, the host has disabled this sharing. No issue at all. I will just talk to you over there at edge. So I'm not able to share a screen. These are the 5 points. I will just share this that now, what are the 5 mantras? The 5 mantras are very simple to you. The first mantra is think of a useful product. So now you are going to, suppose you want to start an enterprise. Just think of a product that what would be the useful product and how the useful the customers are defined. The customers are defining which will help them in taking care of the fear of the COVID-19. So when I'm very good that, and I sold my friend Sattus over their age. So today I'm not consuming Sattu as a thing which I say that my hunger will be taken care of. I am taking Sattus which will increase my immunity. So what is this? The usefulness definition has changed. And any company which is really want to get into the business that people have become, they are just seeking that value for money, they are seeking the usefulness. And these companies are very smart, I must tell you. No, what has happened is the company like GE, they started making masks and they advertised everything. So it is not, the company does not want to be in the mask business. I must tell you this, as soon as the COVID is over, they might have even stopped that making masks, but why did they enter into the mask market? Because they wanted to establish themselves and they say, we do care for it. So that is where it happened over their age. Companies which were making chemicals, Procter & Gamble's, which we are not earlier thinking of that they will enter into the sanitizer market the way they have, what is happening? They realize that they are making sanitizer. They started making sanitizer. So the sanitizer, a company which was not making, has suddenly started making sanitizer. Why it is? It is because this is a usefulness. So today you want to start a product, you want to start, you simply say, I don't want to get in a commercial flower market. Probably if you start now, the market is unfortunately is not ready for you. But you say, I want to enter in organic vegetables. Market is ready for you. Market is ready to pick you up because you are basically developing and giving a product to the consumers where they say it is a useful product for them. Many of the companies started making masks. And in our own state, every SHGs, they converted their effort to making masks and they made money. Not only they made money, they really contributed towards that, and it's doing that. Why does it? It serves 2 purposes. Because the product is needed, and the definition of useful product has suddenly changed in the consumer market. The reason which I told you is because of the reason which I explained to the earlier. The second mantra is, now what has happened is this, you just see that it is a second age, we call it is, I'm calling it is, here it is that, how to be successful is, it's be local. You be local, that's all. And what's the meaning of be local, you can understand? Be local is 2 things, is the product, and the second, where are you focusing your market? So when I'm using the word, I'm saying you be local, it means that the product should be local, which has the market local. I'm giving a very simple example to you. Here, sitting in Patna, now I'm not going to see that I want the New Zealand made peanut butter now at this point of time, although I have been consuming. I want simple butter, which is, or ghee, which is available here in the local market. So the product I used to consume, I'm not saying I never used to consume butter. I used to buy butter, and that is why it's existing in the market. But now what has happened is that, yes, people have started focusing on the local product. Why it is? The reason I gave you. They want to be doubly convinced about any consumption, anything they buy. Safety, value for money, that's what the point is. Second is the local, they feel that it is a time tested. They do apna product. It cannot be bad for our health, and it cannot be bad for our family, and it cannot be something which will help COVID to grow. It will stop COVID, and it may probably help us in mitigating the problem of the COVID. The another reason I say that why do you see that the local products in a local market is important? Because when I referred that the consumer has become more socially responsible, now they see that which of the products are being used, who are the people who are involved in the production, and when they find that their own people are there, they say, "Agar main kuch paisa kharch kar raha hu, then why not to help the people who are the local, who are known to us?" And that is why we say that you have to have your local product local content. So I shared with you the first mantra was be develop and useful. The second mantra is that you be local. The third mantra, come on, it's very simple to do this. Lower price and a smaller package. It is very simple to do it. Lower price in the sense, why it is lower price? Lower price because very simple. The economy has gone down, your income has gone down. A smaller package, you want cheaper product in the age, that's it. Now the question you will ask, why do you want to have a lower price? Lower price in the sense that now people have become more concerned about their future. People have become more concerned about their savings. The people have become more concerned about that how much money do they have for the future. So this is where, so now they have money. I'm telling you that the customers who used to buy 1 kg of the produce earlier, they want to buy half kg of produce now. Not because they don't have the capacity of buying 1 kg, but thought they want to save money for the future. That is what the important is. And that is why try to make it in a smaller package, lower price. It will sell more and it will have a more tourism. I'm not talking about the convenience at this point of time post COVID-19 pandemic situation. I'm talking about totally on the economic perspective. So because of the income and because income reduced, and secondly, because of the concern for more saving and uncertainty about the future, people want to spend less at this point of time. So my next mantra would be that you have a lesser mantra. My next mantra is very important. Please take care of it. This is a very important to look for. My next mantra is related to that communication. Is related to communication. And I am sure that Rajkumar Jhasa will like, and obviously Ramdat will smile. That I know after listening to this. This is a rare age. Use empathy in your communication. What actually the customer wants to. Use what the customer wants to listen. And I tell you the total psychological situation of the customers have changed. They are not the same customers which you found in India in December. They are not so good. They have become much more safety concerned. So what has happened is this. Nike doesn't say, just do it. No, Nike is not saying that just do it. Nike says, play inside, play safe. Why? Because I want you to be safe, because I want to see yourself safe in that. And then when the brand is saying you do this, you find this is the brand I want to have. So this is what you wanted to listen, and your brand, a product is saying this. We can say anything like that. Whether it is a local made product, whether it is a local made product. Sir was referring to a fish cultivation, and Rajkumar Jhasa has been promoting, and many of these entrepreneurs have come into the business. Poultry production. How can I sell it to the local market where my products goes into? Can I sell it? Is that it is a desi? कोई दवा यूज नहीं हुई है और आप किसकी तरफ पूरी तरह से इसकी गारंटी हम लेते हैं. And this is what the customer is really wanting to listen. And this is, if you say this, it will certainly go. Okay. Now, as I said you this, there is a little fear inside the customers. Now, here the customers' fear is, so they want authentic information, which can be checked. And that is what I tell you in the very beginning when I said, this is the reason why the importance of the government and the health services has gone up. They want authentic information. So whatever you are, as a company, you are providing that information. If you are able to substantiate it with some authentic source, make it sure your communication is going to be effective. The customers are going to buy your product. They will certainly accept it at their edge. And the last is a very important, I tell you, that education communication. Certainly, even if educated customers and empowered customers, because of the COVID pandemic, they are feeling that they are disempowered. They want to have as much as information, and that too related to their safety and their future. Just give it to them. And if you give it to them, they will certainly jump on this. So what the point I just wanted to make it over here is this, that you have to give them the best reasoning, best information. How to save yourself, you have to do it. And another very interesting question comes related to the communication. And sir, here I just want to mention that there is a research which we have carried out during this. That do you feel that the brands need to communicate in a tough time? The customer wants brands to listen. The answer is fortunately yes. And they say that no, we want brands to communicate. And they say that yes, because what are they doing? How they can help us? And probably the brand can help them. It is really want to. It will be really good to get them. Now, another this is related to this is that when you are communicating, you may not have to be a big communication. You have just tie up with an NGO, just with a local government agency, just promote their own material and see this how it is. So that's very simple to do it. Just promote their same book. I remember a very interesting advertisement I saw when I saw the McDonald's putting their M and separating both the hands of M in a different way. Simply saying maintain social distance. What a wonderful idea of the page. So the point I just wanted to make out of here is this, that try to give them an information, and this should be your marketing communication too. That at this point of time, no big thing, nothing, use empathy, be authentic, and have your communication education. The last mantra I'm going to take you about here is it. Friends, these are the entrepreneurs which are developing. So I'm not expecting that they're a big way in digital. But unfortunately, the researchers have shown that whenever such crisis situation comes, the technology which emerges later on sustains in the future also. So when the SARS came, the Chinese market was captured by Alibaba. So Alibaba owns their growth to the SARS. So my point here is that digital is going to grow. So those small entrepreneurs who have still not gone into digital, it is a time for them that they should go digital. Try to do it digital, starting from everything, and at least as far as the communication is concerned, because that's the cheaper, that's the option people are depending on a lot. And second thing, the last and most important thing which I say here is that's the thing are going to be future of the future. So now this is what I just wanted to say. These are the 5 mantras. Now what say this? Now this is what the last mantras which I was referring to. Go digital. That's what the point is. Now, अगर कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, फिर भी धंधा करना है. You just go it, just do it. And I said you that the business is for the people who consider it as a big science. We are sitting over here thinking the businessman who thinks that is a big science. We are sitting here in Development Management Institute. Ask you lakhs of rupees to learn business, and you will learn the same thing which Dhirubhai Ambani learned without paying a single money. But he jumped into the business. You really go and do the business. And if you are able to do it, even if this pandemic time is the best time to have your own business over there. So friend, what I just wanted to tell you this is when a small thing I just wanted to have it over their edge. Now I shall be ready to take any questions if you have over their edge. 5 mantra, very simple thing, but if you follow, probably you have a good future ahead. Thank you very much.
Friends, if you have any questions from Neeraj sir, he would love to answer it. Please.
में आपका जो 2 मंत्र है डिजिटल
जी
प्रोडक्ट को करना, आई एम सीइंग कंट्रडिक्शन बिटवीन these two मंत्र, लो प्राइस एंड ऑनलाइन or digitalization of their product.
जी
So is it really feasible to maintain the low price of the project through selling if you are selling through the online platform?
हाँ ये एक ये है बट प्रदीप sir, what is here is this: it is really cheaper, to be very frank. If you sell it through the online, it becomes. I understand that initially to set up your system, it appears to be costly, but the volume wise, that's a cheaper. And the simple आपका एक इसका example देंगे कि जितने e-commerce का जितना डेवलपमेंट हुआ है, वो वाला चीज में बहुत फास्ट हुआ है. लेकिन अभी भी मैं मानता हूँ कि यूएस जैसी भी इकोनॉमी का जो ई-कॉमर्स का जो परसेंटेज है वो लेस देन 10% आ रहा है, बहुत बड़ा फ्यूचर है. लेकिन कोविड-19 में और पैंडेमिक में उस स्पीड को सडनली फास्टन कर दिया ऑल अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड इंक्लूडिंग इंडिया. अचानक जो रेट पहले 1 और 2% होना चाहिए था वो 3%. और जो सेकंड बात थी प्रदीप जी की, हमने ये बोला था डिजिटल होने के लिए, जो चूंकि ये ग्रासरूट के एंटरप्रेन्योर्स की बात हो रही है, तो जो लोग अभी उस मार्केट में नहीं उतरे हैं, अपने आप को डिजिटाइज नहीं किए हैं, हम सोच रहे हैं कि हम बहुत छोटे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हैं, उनको ये सजेशन है कि वो जितनी जल्दी हो सके वो डिजिटाइजेशन की तरफ बढ़े, तो ताकि वो मार्केट को ले पाए. यही हमारा है.